Alright, time for another schizo post. We all like the schizo post, don't we? But I think that there's a little bit element of truth here. Now, I don't want to be a fear monger, but I do think that there is an element that is growing. And that is the anti-theism. Now, here's my definition, my very, probably not correct definition, but I'll give it nonetheless. The anti-theist feelings in the West. So what in the world do I mean? Well, here I'm going to start with my very, probably wrong, but I'll give my definitions regardless. So, atheist just means that they want more of a secular society. That they want to turn churches into museums and, make it so that, people just practice in private. That's more of, like I said, that's more of the fake promise that Lenin had. That, oh, well, religion should just be a private matter. Fact is, it never was like that. Well, I take that back. It wasn't in Lenin's time, I'll put it that way. Religion, of course, was hugely shunned. Later on, of course, it was kind of one of those things where we'll let you practice the more traditional Orthodox beliefs, but just kind of, we're not going to show it outside of, the country, sort of thing, right? It was kept in the family, if you will. Anti-theist is someone that hates religion in all forms, wants it destroyed, burned to the ground, and their people killed. So this is what occurred in Spain in the Spanish Civil War. Now, of course, I know what people are going to say is, well, Protestant churches weren't attacked in Spain, this and that. Other churches were spared, this and that. And, oh, well, the people just wanted to get back or something. There will be excuses that will be made. But regardless, Catholic churches were destroyed. Catholic churches were destroyed. Nuns were dug up. Forced marriages. I mean, I've repeated this before. You can watch any of my number of my videos and you can find that I read this. You can find it on that No Gods, No Masters website, I think, where it describes what occurred. Where they would have these forced marriages with conservative men with prostitutes as a neener. Very childish. But I think that I wanted to point this out because I think with a lot of folks who are motivated. Now, of course, like I say, most people, especially in America, all they can do is talk shit. They don't want to do anything because they're too lazy and they don't want to rock the boat. They enjoy their lives as they are, right? But here's my point. My point is that there is a growing anti-theist feeling in the United States. And in the West in general, but I think it's a different sort of thing. Different levels, obviously, everywhere you go. But I think in the United States, we have seen this. And we've seen a lot of folks who, of course, give the sort of basic bitch sort of, we need to tax churches, this and that. But we see that, there is this sort of idea of we need to attack churches. And that basically religion is one of the reasons why the United States is so awful. And because of that, we have to destroy the churches and do all this. And I think there's a growing sentiment there. Now, of course, like I say, there are plenty of folks who are like, well, there's the atheist sort of thing. This is sort of the atheist, anti-theist sort of coin, Really, it's just a mask. I would say, I was trying to be polite and say coin, but it's really a mask where it's just like there's one side who's atheistic and one side who's anti-theistic. And I think that we see that growing. We've seen in Canada, of course, dozens of Catholic churches have been torched. Not completely destroyed, but they've been torched. And even including a Coptic church. That's not Christian. That's not Catholic, by the way. It is Christian. Apologies. But we have seen those churches attacked as well. And so, we've seen, of course, with abortion that they see this as evangelicals have won, this and that. And, of course, some Catholics were involved in, the larger evangelical movement of the 70s and 80s. So they're going to be attacked as well. Now, of course, what will occur, is your guess is as good as mine. I think that there will be a continued presence of anti-theist feelings. Whether or not how that will manifest, or if it will manifest into like full-on, like Catalonia in the 1930s, is a matter of opinion. And I'm not here to fearmonger too hard, but I do think it's something that people of faith, doesn't matter whether it's Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, this and that, be aware that these feelings are out there, and that, not everybody's your friend. There's a lot of times that they just see you as an ally. See, that's the whole thing. That's the false idea of being an ally versus a friend. Is that not everybody's going to be buddy-buddy. You're just an ally. In other words, we're allying with you for now. But later on, goodbye. And we're going to decide whether or not you are politically reliable. And that's all I can really tell y'all, man. Be careful. I'm not saying, be warned, this and that, but I'm saying that be cautious of what occurs. Anyway, that's all I got. See you later. A goodbye.